Hey, Learn IT with Mr. P here. I love telling my students real life stories that occurred when I was working in information technology. And one of them that really stands out to me all these years later has to do with the data backup problems that I was having at a company that I was supporting, that I was the lead technician for. So imagine I have a data backup system that involves not just the servers in this organization, but every single workstation. So every night, at a particular time, my day backups would kick off and I'd back up all my servers and back up all the workstations, both Windows-based and Macintosh-based. I had dedicated systems with tape libraries. Everything was working perfectly, or so I thought. Well, what you have to do is make sure you check the logs. And we found that the logs were showing that basically a bunch of workstations were failing during the backup process. So I said, I'll spend the night here. I'll figure out what's going on. So I told my wife, I'll come in late, staying late. I ordered some dinner and I went to the server room and I had some monitoring systems that were available to me and I could see how the network was working. And I noticed that the segment that was really getting a lot of traffic was not being backed up. So I got out of my chair and I walked down the hallway to the area where these software developers were working. I heard something that really astonished me. All the speaker phones were all turned on, and people saying, "I'm going to kill you, I'm going to get you, pew, 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 pew." What the hell was going on? So I walked around and I asked, what the guys doing? They were playing a multiplayer tank battle game over the network. So imagine, you move your tank, everybody has to get an update of where your position is. Everybody is then moving their tank and they're attacking you. So in other words, they were using up all the network bandwidth to play a multi-user game. The reason I heard them all screaming at each other, they had made a phone call, basically a group chat on the phones, and they were using them to diss each other. I'm going to kill you, I'm going to blow you up, whatever. That's why the network wasn't backing up, wasn't going well, because they were using up all the available bandwidth to play a game. So the next morning, I went in and told their boss that, hey, this is what's going on. They're playing games on the network, and that's why the network backup was failing. Of course, they were being paid overtime. I never once heard a problem from them ever again. So guys, if you can use the network for games, make sure it doesn't blow up the tape backup systems. Make sure that you're actually being paid to do the work you're there for, because an IT guy can come in and they can see exactly what's going on. So that's one of my many stories. So like and subscribe. I'll tell you more stories about life in IT and how you can prevent problems like this from happening to you.